Happy holidays from Teacher Melissa. And today I want to give you another idea for a cultural exchange with your students in China. It's always great if we can relate certain holidays in China to holidays in America, or sometimes just ask our Chinese students about their holidays. Gives them a good chance for conversation practice, and it shows a respect for learning about their culture also. And this is really important when we're sharing that cultural exchange with our students. So today I want to talk about winter solstice. All right, so in China, this is the name of this day. Today, this year in 2020, it is December 21st. It is called Dongzhi. Dongzhi. Probably not saying that exact, but my students love to help me learn to pronounce this. They giggle a little when I say it wrong. Sometimes they go, "Oh, good, Teacher Melissa." So, but this is the name of the particular day. So what I have been doing for this day, and I want to encourage you, if it's already past December 21st this year, or whatever date winter solstice is for that year, it's okay. You can do it before or after, whenever you have the student. So this extension is good for pretty much all of Christmas week this year, okay? So what I will do is I just start out like this. I'll say, is it a holiday in China today? Is this a special day? And sorry, I couldn't find my flag. I usually pull up my flag. Is it a special day in China? Now, kids do not have the school day off. So this isn't a really big special day. So they might like, what? So I just say, special day. And they say, no. And I'll say, did you eat dumplings today? That's the special food for this holiday. And usually my students, especially upper level, their eyes will light up and they'll say, oh, yes, we had dumplings. And I'll say, why? Why dumplings today? Now, I will tell you a little about this holiday because sometimes you have to prompt your students on this one because it's not a huge holiday for students, all right? So I wrote this on my card and I'll say, oh, is it this day? I'm pretending like I know nothing because I want to elicit conversation from them. I don't want to tell them about the holiday. I want them to tell me. So then their eyes will light up and they'll say this, and I'll say, why dumplings? Most of my students will say, because it is very cold today and we must get warm with dumplings. And that is true. Dumplings is the traditional food on this holiday. Some different regions of China might also eat those little glutinous rice ball things. So they might say dumplings. They might say the rice ball. So they might say different things. It's just like America. Different regions of the country have different traditional foods for this holiday. So I might say, do you eat dumplings? Do you eat rice balls? And you kind of have to, most of my students, I've kind of had to lead into the fact that they just say it's a very cold day. That's what they know. So I will tell them, yes, on this day, we call it winter solstice. And I'm typing that in the chat box. In America, we call it winter solstice. It means the day is very short and the night is very long. And again, their eyes light up. They get it. They understand what I'm talking about. So this is a great way to talk about this holiday by just kind of leading them and asking them. It's not a real big deal, but if you lead them on a little bit, they will be able to tell you a little bit about this holiday. And some students, mom was nearby and they're whispering and helping them out. That was great. So I just kind of led them on. And so I tell them, in America, we call that winter solstice. We do not have a special food for this day. We know it is winter solstice, but it is not a holiday. What holiday do we have this week in America? Then I can go into Christmas. Now I can just stop it right there because I've had a nice long extension and then just move on with the lesson. I can just mention Christmas. If I've got a lot of time with a student, I can go on into my Christmas extensions. And I've got another video about that, about how I use Christmas cards to talk about Christmas and, of course, my Christmas stars. I have a video about that too. But one thing I do like to do for this particular holiday is say, oh, yes, it is cold in much of America today also. Oh, and then I'll show some Christmas cards with snowmen because it shows that they're cold. Oh, they wear a hat to be warm and a scarf to be warm. And oh, look, it's so cold. The little bird is wearing a scarf. And so it's a great time to talk about how cold it is, show some snow, show pictures if you live in a snowy area, show pictures of your home in the snow or you in the snow or a picture of your children building a snowman, whatever. But point out that yes, it is cold in many parts of America also. So that's a great way to extend with this particular holiday. Very small holiday. They don't have the day off school, but this cultural exchange and giving your students a chance to share their culture is great conversation skills. Now, when you do this, you make sure you tell the parent and the learning partner that you did it. This is great marketing for you as well. So I will type in the chat box. I will say something like, Ruby and I had a rich cultural exchange today about the Chinese holiday Dongzhi and the Western holiday Christmas. Ruby told me about eating dumplings on this very cold day. In America, we call this winter solstice. We do not celebrate winter solstice in America, but we also have the holiday Christmas on this day. Great conversation skills, Ruby. And I'll type that to the parent, and then I'll go ahead and type the rest of my feedback about the lesson. And then I will also copy and paste that down to the learning partner because I want the learning partner to know that I am extending culturally with my students. That's a great marketing tool for me, and it really helps the learning partner, gives them something to talk to the parents about. They will, when they call the parent or when they're on WeChat, they will say, oh, Teacher Melissa talked about the Western holiday or the Chinese holiday Dongzhi with Ruby. She said Ruby had great conversation skills. Okay. That's what the learning partners want to know. We don't need to type a ton to them, but they want to know how we extended with our students and gives them something to talk to the parents about. So great marketing all around for you, great conversation skills for your student, great way for you to show cultural sensitivity and respect as we share our holidays.